Stanton and I'm an aeromodeller and an engineer. Join me on a fascinating journey where I show you some of the techniques used in scale aeromodelling. Well, just a quick video. I've spent a few hours messing around on the lathe trying to see if I can make an oleo, and this is my first attempt. So this steel sleeve, it's a bit undersized as far as the length of it goes, but it's the right diameter, and that's the bit that you saw on the chipmunk wing. It gets clamped to the wing, but longer than this. It's 55 millimeters long. This one's only about 30, but same idea. And then you've got the oleo, which again is the right dimensions diameter wise, but is not the right dimensions length wise, and the spring rate's not right, and probably the travel's not right either. But I just wanted to see if I could actually physically make one. So that fits snugly in there, and then the oleo gets locked to the tube, and the tube gets locked into the model, so you can slide the leg out, and then there'll be a screw that goes through that locks the leg. So I think I'm quite pleased with my first attempt. Now watch this. The springing's not right. There's 3 springs in there, but it springs. But look at the damping. Isn't that nice? Now what I've done is I've machined a slot, a 2mm slot, and then in the inner bit there's a 2mm hole, and then there's a piece of piano wire that is ground down to exactly 2mm that sits in the channel, and that stops the leg twisting too much. It twists a little bit, but only a little bit. I could probably make the pin a bit longer, then it would use more of the slot. And then what gives it that really slow damped effect is a special kind of grease. Now this has been loaned to me by my good friend Richard Krapp, and thank you very much, and I will give you the tube back. Honestly, I've just used a real smear of it on here. Nyogel 768A. It's wonderful grease, but that gives you this damping action. Wonderful, isn't it? And then it just needs a 90-degree hole across the end for your axle, and that would work. And actually that's probably a good £2 worth of pressure on that one. Not enough for what I'm thinking about, but it's proved I can do it, and you know, it's fairly rigid. It's good. This bigger tube, what I did was I drilled it about 2.5 inches deep with a normal drill bit, but in the lathe. And then I reamed it out. Well, I started with a smaller drill bit and went up and up and up, but made the hole depth 2.5 inches. And then I reamed it out from about a 7.5mm drill with an 8mm reamer. And then I used a 9mm reamer, and then I'm up to a 10mm reamer. And then this inner shaft was actually machined from 10mm, well, machined from alloy bar and turned down to 10mm. I actually used a piece of this. So it was actually all made from a 6-inch length of this aluminium. I don't even know what type of aluminium it is. It's not been labelled 66, 65, 60, 61, 70, 70, whatever. It's just unlabelled. So I think it's just a bit of gash, but it's actually worked very well, and I'm really pleased with the damping effect of that. Lovely and smooth. Anyway, there we go. That's my first effort at making an oleo.